Confucius once said, "Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated." And he was right. We build walls where there could be bridges. We add noise to silence, doubt to clarity, fear to opportunity. We complicate our lives, not because we have to, but because we've learned to. But what if the weight you're carrying isn't even yours to hold? What if your struggles aren't signs of failure, but signals that it's time to let go of habits that no longer serve you? Today, let's explore 8 clear signs that you might be making life harder than it needs to be. If even one of them resonates, it's a wake-up call. Let's begin. Sign number 1. You compare yourself to others. Maria earns more than me. Mike already owns a business. I must be a failure. If such thoughts often bother you, that's not a good sign. They lower your self-esteem and motivation. But the worst part? They're completely useless. There will always be people who succeed more than you, and others who don't. But that doesn't mean you're better or worse than anyone else. Everyone has their own path. That's why others can't live right or wrong. They live the way they can. And so do you. And that's okay. When you constantly compare, you miss the beauty of your own growth. You measure your journey by someone else's destination, but your story is not theirs. You don't see their fears, failures, or sleepless nights, only their curated highlight reel. How to fix it? Shift the narrative. Start journaling your wins, no matter how small. Reflect on how far you've come, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. Compare yesterday's you with today's you. That's the only scoreboard that matters. Remember, growth is not a race, it's a rhythm. Sign number 2. You're ruled by fear. Everyone has moments of weakness, but some people always live in fear. They use excuses like, "That's just who I am," hesitant, or "It's normal to be afraid." But what's not normal is doing nothing about it. Eventually, fear starts controlling the life of the person too afraid to act, and it rarely leads anywhere good. Fear often disguises itself as logic. Now's not the right time. What if I fail? I'll wait until I'm more prepared. But all of these are just stories we tell ourselves to stay safe and stuck. How to fix it? Learn to lower your anxiety levels through breath work, reflection, or talking it out with someone you trust. Then take action, despite the fear. Prove to yourself that fear is not a stop sign. It's just a signal. Act in defiance of it, even in small ways, and watch confidence grow in its place. Everyone feels fear. The real difference is what we do with it. Sign number 3. You keep starting a new life on Monday. You keep making plans to change your life, to eat healthier, to start working out, to finally chase that goal you've been putting off. But instead of acting now, you wait for the perfect time, Monday next month, or the start of a new year. This creates an illusion of progress, while in reality, nothing changes. It's not the intention that changes your life. It's consistent action. But when you constantly delay, you train your brain to associate growth with procrastination. And the longer you wait, the harder it becomes to start. How to fix it? Take the smallest step possible. Today, it doesn't have to be perfect. In fact, it shouldn't be. Progress is messy, uncomfortable, and sometimes boring, but it's still progress. You can even make a playful deal with a friend or set a public goal to create accountability. Momentum begins not with a bang, but with a nudge. Sign number 4. You live in expectations. You tell yourself, things will get better soon. Next year will be different. Once I achieve this or that, then I'll be happy. But this mindset creates a dangerous trap. It convinces you that happiness is always somewhere else. You postpone joy, waiting for the perfect external condition to align before allowing yourself to feel peace. In reality, life is happening now. Tomorrow is a concept, a moving target. If you don't train your mind to appreciate the present, you risk chasing a mirage forever. How to fix it? Start practicing presence. Notice the small moments, the warmth of sunlight, a kind word, your own breath. Accept that the future is shaped by what you do now, not what you wish for later. Ask yourself, if today were all you had, would you be proud of how you lived it? Sign number 5. You have low self-esteem. You criticize yourself constantly. Nothing you do ever feels good enough. You believe you're unworthy of the things you desire. Relationships, success, inner peace. Over time, this becomes a mental habit. Even your wins are diminished by that inner voice whispering, you didn't really earn it, or it won't last. But you weren't born doubting yourself. You were taught to, through rejection, comparison, failure, or pressure. And it's time to unlearn that conditioning. How to fix it? Start by observing your self-talk. Replace criticism with curiosity. Instead of "I messed up," ask, "What can I learn?" Celebrate small wins. Keep promises to yourself. Build self-respect, brick by brick. You are not your mistakes. You are your response to them. Sign number 6. You don't manage your time. You wake up already feeling behind. Your to-do list never ends. Days blend into weeks, and burnout becomes the norm. Time slips through your fingers not because you don't have enough, but because it's being spent unconsciously. Scrolling endlessly, saying yes to everything, multitasking without meaning. Eventually, this pace drains your energy, affects your health, and leaves you wondering where your life went. How to fix it? Learn the power of intentional time. Use planners, digital tools, or even sticky notes. Whatever helps you focus. Block time for rest, creativity, and real connection. Don't glorify busy. Honor balance. Your time is your life. Spend it on what matters. Sign number 7. You live in the past. Something happened. Maybe something painful, unfair, or deeply emotional. And though time has moved forward, part of you hasn't. You revisit old conversations in your head. Regret, guilt, or anger keeps looping. And while the world moves on, you stay emotionally frozen. But here's the truth. You can't change what happened. You can't unlive the moments. But you can stop giving them the power to control you. How to fix it? Begin with compassion for yourself. Write a letter to your past self. Talk to a therapist. Choose a new ritual that marks the start of healing. Remind yourself that life wasn't meant to be lived looking backward. Your story didn't end there. It began. Sign number 8. You worry too much about what others think. You constantly filter your choices through the lens of public opinion. What will they say if I fail? What if I don't fit in? What if I'm not enough? This obsession with others' judgments turns your life into a performance, and you lose connection with your own voice. You start dressing, speaking, even dreaming in ways that align with some imaginary approval meter. But the truth is, no matter what you do, someone will always misunderstand you. And that's okay. How to fix it? Train yourself to value authenticity over approval. Try small acts of defiance. Wear something bold. Speak your truth in a meeting. Laugh loudly. You'll feel fear at first, but then freedom. True confidence is born when you stop waiting for permission to be yourself. Life becomes lighter when you stop dragging around unnecessary weight. Fears, comparisons, regrets. Let this be your reminder. You don't need to earn peace. You just need to stop complicating it. Make room for presence. Make time for joy. Make space for the you who's been buried beneath overthinking and expectations. And if this video made you pause, even for a second, maybe it's a sign. Subscribe for more insights like this. Like it, share it, and don't forget to hit the bell. so you never miss a moment of clarity. Until next time, keep it simple